This isn't life! Welcome back to This Isn't Life, the podcast where we find amazing stories all over the interwebs and get them and discuss them, learn them, and then decide whether they are true or not, or if this truly is This Isn't Life. My name's Alex Taylor. I'm joined by Luke Parkinson, Will Stanley, and Josh Wilson. How you boys doing?
Absolutely, yeah. Just on that introduction, mate, what do you mean learn them? Because I'm pretty sure, if anything, I go backwards when I'm on this pod.
Your brain goes
And
smooth,
sort of-
does it?
Sort of anti-learn, yeah. Like fuck you to what I do during the day.
Yeah, but we're learning them because we've never heard them before.
That's a good point, yeah.
Yeah, Josh has got some squeaky doors going on in his his background, as you can
Whatever
hear.
he's doing.
Yeah, awfully.
He sounds like he's in sort of like a packing area. Of like
Packing area.
like a B&M packing area or something.
It's the tape gun.
Like squeaky sort of it's the tape gun. It's the squeaky conveyor belts.
The dog's there.
I thought
No, it's the dog. It's the dog. Go on, sorry.
I thought you were trying to drown a chipmunk. That's what it sounds like in the background. It's fighting for its life.
No, it's a dog playing with a reindeer toy that she got for Christmas, and it's got a squeaker in it. But she obviously, it's not enough for me to stroke it. She wants me to throw it as well. So every now and again, you might see my arm just like fly across the screen. It's because I'm throwing this fucking reindeer thing.
Fair enough.
That's what we bring to this podcast.
Trying to keep her quiet.
Professionalism. That's what we're after. So
Yeah, professionalism, good quality sound.
Real people, real stories.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly that. What you been up to then?
Well, should I go first, guys? Because the last 2 weeks I've been absent.
Yeah, he's also late today, isn't
Well, you've clearly been busy.
I was busy today. Yeah, I was doing big responsible things, making pancakes as it is Shrove Tuesday. But last week I was absent because I was working for my dreams. But you know what? These guys didn't spare me a second. They did the podcast without me. I got on about 5 minutes to the end, and they said, "No, fuck you."
there's a moment in life. There's a lesson in life we all have to learn, and that lesson is we are all replaceable. Will is
That's absolutely right. You know what? Yeah, there's not enough of that sensitive negativity going on. I think we all need to be reminded that we don't really matter, and subsequently, no one even really is going to remember our name.
That is true. I mean,
everything we
That
do
is
is
true.
pointless.
yeah, you're just gonna die and rot in the ground, aren't we? So
That's it, mate. Yeah.
exactly.
If you can afford a coffin,
well, yeah.
or
Boys,
your family can afford a coffin.
well, all that, yeah. If you've got a funeral plan,
Yeah.
because when you're unemployed, you see a lot of those
Not me,
adverts, don't you? You see all the old people adverts. You see the
Co-op.
co-op
That's what you-
funeral plan and Sun Life
Yeah.
and whatnot.
What is it with,
You
with
do.
co-op funeral places? They're springing up everywhere. I mean, the
Well-
one in Billericay High Street's been there for ages, but when it popped up first at the time, I was thinking, they're fucking coming everywhere.
Yeah, well, I mean, people always dying, aren't they? So,
Yeah, but there's already one in the High Street. How many do you need?
well, you might have two deaths on the same day. What are you going to do then?
Well, you want a bit of variety, don't you?
Exactly
I
that.
suppose you're right, yeah.
Exactly
I
that.
suppose you're right. Didn't think of that, yeah.
You'll always
You want a
notice.
choice, didn't you?
You always
For them
notice.
bargain hunters out there.
If you go anywhere that's nice, you'll end up with loads of funeral care places that's got money because they're all old. And if you go to any shithole, there's loads of like gambling or like cash checking places. That's what they are.
Yeah,
They
they know what they like.
Funeral care
So true.
is a funeral place to a posh area is what cash for gold is to shitholes. That is like they go hand in hand.
It's their bread and butter.
I got a little bit of a story actually about bookies and casinos and whatnot. So
Yeah.
I went to go get my haircut yesterday, and I'm standing there. And I get there early. He opens at 8:30. He's always
Well, you
late.
paid him for that.
Shut up. He's he's always late, yeah. But he opens at 8:30. But it's like 8:45, and I'm standing.
He
there.
went in there early, but he still wants that 5 o'clock shadow.
Oh, exactly, yeah. But anyway, I'm standing there, and there's this guy who clearly, right, and you shouldn't laugh, but it was quite funny to see. He's clearly got a gambling addiction, right? And he's got a
Alright.
rucksack on, he's tatted up, like we're talking face, hands, everything. And he walks past the
Hilarious.
Yeah, he walks past the bookies, and I see him like stop, and he looks at the door and he shakes his head, starts walking, walks like 2 steps. He goes back, goes to the door, and he's like playing with the door where he can't get it open because it's quite heavy doors. And then he's like, nah. He goes, I heard him go, fuck. So he like takes another couple of steps back the same way, and then it's like he stops, just turns around, goes straight in. When I've come out from my haircut, he's walking out. It's like,
Good day, was it?
well, he even lost it. He didn't look happy.
How long was
He
your
didn't look
haircut?
happy. Well,
If
my
it was a
haircut was
good
about
day,
45
he'd be in there all
minutes.
day, wouldn't he?
It was about 45
Oh,
minutes.
45 minutes.
That is a slow day,
Probably
Alex.
isn't
Yeah.
I was waiting for a really good story.
No, I'm just saying, like, it sort of come
It's
into
sad,
what...
isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
it is
sad.
sad, but at the same time,
he?
it's
I
like...
remember being in that genting in Southend,
Oh, God.
and like, you know, there's just it's just a dive. It's just a dive. I feel like every casino is just a dive because you're obviously getting mugged off. That's the whole
Parky loves it in there.
point of being there. But there was this fella, like people sitting at the, I guess they're not slot machines, are they? I suppose
The
they
old
are.
one-armed bandits.
Yeah, but they're just sitting there, just constantly at it, like all fucking day. Like they were there for hours, probably literally throughout the whole day. And then one guy wins like 10 grand or something. He's going mental, and you just think, how much has he actually spent? He's sitting there on the roulette table.
That's
it's
the
all
thing, innit?
computerised now, and it's like, how random is it? Can't be that random.
No, it can't be. Parky, you've got the story this week, haven't you? It was passed over to you the first time.
It is. Yeah, it's my second story, but passed over to me. Passed over to me nonetheless. So I do. I'll read out the kind of the title, the headline, and then you guys can guess who it is.
Yeah.
Right. It's pigeon suspected of being Chinese spy released by police in India after being detained for 8 months.
He gets about, doesn't he?
8 months. How long do they live?
Yeah. How long does a pigeon live?
6.
6 months, yeah. 6 weeks.
He was treated well in there.
Yep.
I'm not good at that.
By released, I mean they just tipped him out the box, but released nonetheless.
Yeah, just threw him out the window.
Yeah. So he's a Chinese spy.
Oh, 3 to 5 years, guys. You know, they do all right.
No.
Oh, it's not long.
This isn't life!
This podcast is sponsored by Dubby. Dubby was formulated to give you all the energies, all the focus, with no jitters or crash.
Yeah, I mean, we are talking no sugars, no calories, no maltodextrin, and no artificial colours.
You get 30 servings in every tub, and it comes in over 8 different flavours. But you know what else is sick about them? Their merch. T-shirts, hoodies and stickers, all on their website. Go check them out now.
And when you're on the website, type in "This Isn't Life" for 10% off your whole basket total.
This isn't life!
Guess
I'll
the
go
number.
first.
Go on.
I'm gonna go with that's quite a nice grabbing headline. So I'm gonna go with the Metro.
Nope.
I was thinking of Metro.
Is it our usual?
It's not actually. It's not out. I haven't pulled it out of a dumpster somewhere. This is a credible new. Well, I'll use the term credible pretty loosely, but credible news.
The Independent?
Is it an online? Is it an online publication or is it like a?
The Independent.
Yeah, well, that's he's
Independent, yeah.
down online. It
Financial
is, and
Times.
it's online, and it's like by every form of media they're involved in. I think except paper.
Oh, except
Oh,
paper.
right, okay.
Well, I'm not gonna. I imagine it's not like
Joe,
Lad
is it
Bible.
Joe?
Yeah.
BBC.
You're along the right lines of BBC. Venture down that path
Channel
further.
4.
Channel 4.
No, 'cause it must have a radio station. It must have a radio
LBC.
station. I'm guessing.
Oh, I don't think it has a radio station. I don't think it has a radio
No.
station.
Oh, okay.
God, that's an hard one, isn't it?
Yeah, that is hard.
So it's not Joe. It's not Metro. They
No,
don't
you
have
go
an
down the
actual
wrong. You
physical
go
paper.
venture further down the BBC, and you'll get there.
ITV.
No,
Channel 5.
think wider.
Sky News.
Sky
No.
News. Sky News, you got it.
Sky, yeah.
Oh, Sky.
Too
Okay.
narrow. We're too narrow in our
Yeah.
approach, guys.
Yeah, it needs to go cable, don't we? Satellite TV.
Yeah, I know.
Satellite,
Just 'cause you don't usually have that.
Stuck in the old 90s, you guys, weren't you? The early 90s.
Yeah, stuck with a coaxial cable.
Right, I'll read on. Detectives suspected the bird was involved in espionage after it was captured near a port in Mumbai. It was found with 2 rings tied to its legs, featuring words that appeared to be Chinese.
It can fly. It
So
can
did-
fly.
Yeah,
They didn't go, oh, like, I have a bird and, like, you know, like fucking go long with a football. It can just fly from China to India, no? Can they fly that far?
I doubt it. Not a pigeon.
Oh, I mean, we just found out they live for like 3 years. Surely they could. Like, what else are they
3
going
to
to do?
5.
I would actually
Oh.
say that actually India and China share a border. So in that sense, they
Oh,
definitely
so,
could.
yeah.
I don't know, not to Mumbai, but I believe they share a
Well,
border.
he could have hitchhiked or something. Just jumped on the back of a truck. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, don't they? If it's like a carrier pigeon, like that actually makes it kind of believable.
Yeah.
If it's like a carrier pigeon, don't they? They get them to, like, I don't know.
They race
do
in
what they
miles,
did with
don't
the
they?
Mongols. What the Mongols did, like carrying messages. Like they had a horse,
I know when I
and
see those things,
and then
I'm
they changed horses and they went further.
I'm thinking of like eagles or something that sit like prestigiously on their arm, like to do things in battle. I don't think of like a shitting pigeon when you're thinking of
Yeah.
the
all I've got in my
Right,
mind
yeah.
right now is a film that I watched, and I can't place the film and I can't place the actor, but it's someone like Lawrence Fishburne or someone like that. You will know the film, but he's like a pigeon keeper.
Are you thinking of Home Alone 2?
Oh, mate, John Wick,
No,
mate. That's
is it
Wick.
John Wick on a
I
roof?
am the Bowery. Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes
Who
you gotta
is
cut
it?
'em.
No. You're. Are you thinking of Training Day?
No, that's fuck. Oh my god.
Because Terry Crews, they
Denzel, mate.
let the birds out when the police come.
No, I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I know it is.
No, yeah, when he's wearing a dressing gown on the roof.
Yeah, he's on a roof. Yeah,
Yeah, he's the Bowery King. In,
Who is it?
In John Wick? That's Lawrence.
it is
Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne. No? Yeah, no, it's John
Yeah,
Wick. Yeah. But I know what you mean in
Sometimes
Training
you gotta
Day with
cut 'em,
Terry Crews.
motherfucker.
Yeah, I know.
Terry Crews went in Training Day, is he?
Yeah, he was.
Training Day with
he
Ethan
was
Hawke.
one of his first films. He's only. Yeah, he's only like an extra. He doesn't have a big part.
Oh right. Oh, is he one of the gangsters? He's not one of the
Yeah,
gangsters.
at the end when he goes through the hood, he lets
Yeah.
the pigeon out and does all the hand signals. Yeah.
Signals, gang signs. You mean?
Well, it's silly boy hand signals, isn't it?
Like, is it like it's like one of those policemen in the road going?
Parky, can we get into it then? So they've gone from China to Mumbai, and we've noticed that China is pretty close to India. But does it tell you how the pigeon got there?
We've got more. I've got more, mate. I've got more. The bird was detained by officers after it was captured in May last year near a port in Mumbai. News agency Press Trust of India reported. It was found with 2 rings tied to its leg, featuring words appeared in Chinese. Detectives suspected the pigeon was involved in espionage and took it in. For after sending it to Mumbai's Bay Sakabi Dinshaw Petite Hospital for Animals. However, after 8 months of its captivity, it emerged that the creature was an open water racing bird from Taiwan, which had escaped and flown to India.
Sorry, right?
Blimey.
Open water. Why does it matter? It's in the air. It's not going to swim.
not-
Because
No, mate,
it crosses.
mate, it's,
It crosses seas
Yeah, but
and bodies of water.
yeah.
it's like you know how they break the speed limit or the world speed record on like salt planes.
Yeah.
They've got to go places like that, mate.
It's just across the Atlantic.
That's the equivalent. Yeah, that's the equivalent with pigeons.
I want to know.
They want to get as low as.
I want to know I want to know how they interrogated this pigeon. Do you know they like strapped like car battery clamps to his nipples and that?
It's a good job it ended up in India, not Saudi Arabia. That's all I'm saying. It would have been absolutely fucked, wouldn't it?
No, you know, pigeons like just eat any old shit, don't they? They just go around. They're just like they're vermin, didn't they? They just eat anything.
Yeah.
Imagine they just put a bucket of KFC in front of it, like it was his family. Like,
Yeah,
like, we're gonna eat it. Yeah, cannibalism.
crying.
Yeah.
They
Remember
birds eat birds all the
these?
time. That's good cop, bad cop. What they're doing there, isn't it? Good cop, bad. You tell us what we need to know, and there's a bucket of fried kernel in it for you.
Have you ever seen that video? I think it's on YouTube or TikTok or whatever, where the kids go to a seafront and they put like laxatives in the chips and then feed it to all the seagulls and they just shit everywhere.
Yeah, and it shits everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, you just see the cars fucking coated.
Yeah, just white,
Yeah.
like
That's dirt.
a painter's trousers. Yeah.
Okay, we go on to the last. Painter's trousers. Okay, I can read on the last little bit. I've got police then approved the bird's transfer to the Bombay Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, where the doctor set free the falsely accused avian on Tuesday. So, falsely accused. Just to give you context in it, pigeons have been used in spying and combat throughout history, including the UK forces in the First World War and Second World War to deliver messages. A pigeon called Gustav brought the first news of D-Day back to the UK, and correspondent wrote a report and attached it to a bird while landing on Sword Beach in Normandy on June 6th of June 1944. So they've been used before for espionage, old pigeons. This is not new. They are delivering
Sneaky
messages left, right, and centre.
Do you reckon when the pigeon was released, there
Oh God.
was a parrot in a t-shirt and it said like free whatever the bird's name was?
Free Gustav, what is that?
But what's the
there's like a
film?
little
What's the
protest
film?
going on.
No, his name was Gustav.
What's the
Marching
film where they got the
past
guy? You don't know who the
Trafalgar
guy is at the end.
Hey?
The killer, or like the main gangster. They like reveal it at the end. Well, he's a famous actor that plays it, and like he's got a limp all through the film, and then he turns out and he starts walking.
Cheddar
It's
Bob?
a really famous film. It's a really famous film for the 90s.
Really
I'm keen
famous.
to guess this now. So who's in it?
Oh.
What's it about?
Who's the guy that got done for like touching like
Kevin.
15
Oh, do you
year-olds?
mean Seven? Kevin Spacey.
No, but it's not.
Devil?
Who?
No, what is it?
Mate, I don't think you can Google guy with a limp.
Yeah,
Yeah, we've got this guy with a limp, and at the end,
I've
he
got
turns out to be
I've
the
got the
killer.
film. I've got the film. Usual Suspects.
I don't think
Oh,
I've
mate, I
ever
haven't
seen that.
No.
You never seen it?
I don't think so. No.
Is that the one where the front cover's literally like a police line?
No, I've not seen it.
You not seen it? I thought you definitely would have seen it, Wilson. Yeah, give it a go, mate. It's from the 90s, yes. But it's basically like a whodunit, and it's like somebody sets up like this job, but no one knows who set it up, and then they all have to run through, and it runs through the most like the person you thought least it was going to be. You know, like it's not one of those films having a really famous like ending you didn't expect. A bit like what's the Sixth Sense? Where you're like, oh, he's a ghost. Like Usual Suspects got a similar
Yeah.
big finish to it. So
Twist.
give it a go.
Fair enough. Was that the end, Parky?
Yeah, mate. That is pretty much the end. It's just a famous old pigeon who was being detained for 8 months and tortured horrifically. So
Is it time for
Eight
verdicts
months
then?
in prison. I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so.
All right. Can I go?
Yeah, mate. Take it away.
This is life. Because
Yeah.
I'm not doing this in a spiteful way, but the Chinese get up to some shady shit, don't they? When it comes to like that sort of thing, right?
Like espionage.
Yeah, they do.
Tread carefully on this bit, shall we?
Yeah. But that's
no,
why
I do.
I think this is life.
Yeah. Yeah, mate. I think I concur, mate. To be honest, it seems all very factually accurate, somewhat verified. Bit misleading. I'd like to have known a little bit more about his experiences. Maybe if they interview him one day, I'd like to hear that. A little pigeon. Find out what his experiences were 8 months or whatever inside a Indian prison.
I understand that
And they
he's
killed
suing
you,
them.
did they?
for 20 million rupees. So
£2.
The weird thing is,
Or-
For a bag of grain.
yeah, he only come back with one leg, and they used it in a curry.
Yeah.
Pigeon corner.
Wow.
Wow. Why not, eh? Bit of Kentucky Fried Pigeon.
Um.
KFP.
Do you want me to go? Leave Parker till last.
If you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. This is life. It's believable, isn't it? Pigeons have been used a lot for espionage. They also use dolphins as well. I don't know if we use dolphins because we obviously don't have them, but I think they have used dolphins previous. So yeah, that's totally believable. And that's, to be honest with you, I can't imagine the Indian policing or justice system is. I can't imagine they're the brightest of the brightest. I think all the brightest sort of Indians become doctors, don't they? So, or wicket keepers.
Jesus.
So, yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. This is life. Yeah.
Fair.
I would
Parker?
completely agree. I would definitely go in with This Is Life. I can certainly see that. Well, I can certainly see their concern to start with. Because let's be honest, they are pesky, the Chinese, aren't they? At the very least, that is a nice way of saying it.
Yeah, they're a little bit annoying, aren't they?
They,
Getting under our.
If they're not singing
Ooh.
karaoke,
Yeah,
then they're getting your details, aren't they?
Yeah, but they make great food, so we will.
Absolutely right. Alex, your GTA account got hacked, didn't it?
By
Chinese
Chinese,
fella?
funny enough. Yeah, it did. My whole Rockstar account, so they got into my PlayStation, everything. I got it all back, but
Yeah,
Oh,
and
shit.
a shit ton of money because
they gave me
hacked
10
his game.
billion. Yeah, which if anyone
Yeah,
plays
he's got
GTA
no worries.
Online, then you know how little that actually is. But
They gave you 10 billion.
yeah, mate, 10 billion. I'm level 8,000. Which I don't even think.
Why did they do that?
Because they were just messing around on it, mate. But
Yeah.
that was Chinese. I got a Chinese email that I found from about 6 months ago, saying if this is I translated it and it said if you haven't requested a password reset, click this link. Well, obviously I didn't know because it was in Chinese, so I couldn't read it.
And I think it
so-
conveniently went to your spam.
It went to
bin as well,
spam,
didn't it?
yeah. And then
Even though it was from Rockstar.
yeah, and if anyone from Rockstar North or anything like that is listening, stop sending emails in spam because every time I emailed you about it, your reply went into spam.
Yeah.
Was it written in Chinese though?
Oh,
No,
pricks, mate.
Well, that might have been a first point of call with the one that was written in Chinese. Might have raised some alarm bells initially.
well, I mean,
Yeah, but you didn't see it come through.
I didn't see it because it went into spam, and then so I've asked Rockstar, can you sort this out? They then they deactivated my account, made me a new account, but transferred all the stuff, and it was in German. So
Yeah. They sorted it out, mate.
Fuck's sake.
They're just off the mark by a
Yeah.
few thousand miles.
yeah, and they gave me a
So they hacked your account and basically leveled you up.
leveled me up, gave me a lot of
Yeah.
money. Yeah,
Yeah. He's
Why?
living
That's
doesn't even
mental.
need anything.
Yeah.
I've never seen so many zeros.
It's got a gold Lambo on GTA now.
Yeah, but-
He could have. He could have.
I'm with Wilson though, but why? Like, why would you? If you're going to hack, I get hacking people to like steal money or details and information. I don't understand to be like, oh fuck, I need to make this person's GTA account 10 times better. Like, what's the motivation behind
Yeah.
it?
It was more down to the fact that it's more down to the fact that Rockstar had a big data leak, so loads of passwords that weren't two-factor authenticated they had access to. And when I made my account back in like 2013, they didn't have a 2FA like thing out at the time, so I never set one up. So it happens to so many people. You go on YouTube and you could just look at these tutorials of how to get your account back because it happened to like thousands of people.
Yeah.
Why?
Do you reckon they just
Don't know.
brute forced it in then?
Yeah, I would have
They
thought.
just guessed your part or try to guess your password or something.
What? Yeah,
It is quite happens quite a lot. Like, even like the university I go to, they have to obviously. I think it's the same with any like big company or I guess a place of prestige or hold some sort of power, like other parties will try and break in.
Mm.
Apparently happens every day at the university. That's why they have to have someone like on standby all the time, like looking at cybercrime and stuff, or attempted entries and stuff like that.
Bloody hell. Fair enough.
Yeah, mental. Yeah, it's all like a part of the like Chinese espionage on the UK, and same as Russia. They do the same thing, and it's all endorsed, like these sort of little private groups that are good at hacking, and they're like endorsed by the Russian government with plausible deniability. So they know that it's going on, but they're like, oh, if they get caught, they go, oh, well, we didn't know anything about that. We know it happens, but we didn't say anything.
Wow.
So, yeah, scary world, isn't it? Scary world.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you know what I just noticed on a side note?
go on.
At this angle, my moustache looks like the Batman symbol.
Hold on, let me check this out. So it does. So
Oh my
it
God.
does.
I keep
Well.
wondering. I keep wondering. I wanted to run you out.
That's mental. That is mental. I'm Batman.
Well, no, you're the Batman fine. You're after work. The
Put your hood
idea,
up as well.
I love the idea that you're just on a massive building.
I can't get it.
Someone shines a big light in your face. You got to call someone. That's your new job. It's the human road sign. Stay here till it
Lads.
turns up.
Now, boys, before we get into our tradition of giving a random fact, I've got a little story about Josh and Parky from when they were kids. Josh told me, I think in confidence, but I'm definitely going to say it. I mentioned.
Oh my God.
I actually sent a thing from Reddit into the group the other day, and I'm going to read it out on the pod just so there's a bit of context. So I was flicking through Reddit, and I saw a post on the Ask Reddit forum. It says, "Males of Reddit, how do you get ready for round 2 or 3 in bed?" And one of the comments was, exactly 3 Flintstone vitamins, though any more, and that's when shit goes wrong. Now, Josh told me a story once of when Josh's dad picked the boys up to take him to Liverpool. Parky used to go with him for the weekend. And he said, "Oh, boys, you can go into the sweet shop and get whatever you want." Poor little naive kids thought Flintstones gummies were sweets, didn't you? Box of sweets.
No,
No, they weren't Flintstones. They weren't Flintstones.
Oh, they weren't.
I can fill in the gaps for you here if you want, Alex.
Oh, go for
to
it, please.
finish off there. We went into not a sweet shop. It was actually an Aldi. So hence the reason that everything was unbranded.
When Audi was new.
Yeah, very new. It's a long time ago. We're old. It's very new. And it'd come in, and we had seen what was the Aldi version of Haribo, and was a delicious bag of vitamin friends. So me and Josh got back. We were probably about 12 or 13. Opened our bag of Haribo and decided to. I believe we were playing GTA San Andreas. Actually, I think was one we were playing.
Blimey.
So we were helping CJ complete his life, and we thought we'll munch down on some of this Haribo.
Train.
Oh yeah, we were following that damn train, munching away delightfully. That's 12-year-old heaven, isn't it? Yeah, playing that and eating away, and then suddenly heaven had turned to hell when me and Josh looked at each other and realised we both didn't feel well. And on investigation of finding the culprit, we found out the vitamin friends were not in fact Haribos, and they were in fact child's lactose. So if you're like 3-year-old who want to take medicine, 3 vitamin friends, and it was clean as a whistle. Me and him,
Can I just
we
say,
finished the whole bag in about 5 minutes.
You just shat straight after you, like, right?
We were doing rotated shit.
Really? Oh, no.
Who puts Charles laxatives in a kilogram bag?
Yeah.
Psychopaths,
Yeah.
mate. Absolute
Yeah.
psychopaths.
This could have cleaned. I wouldn't mind clearing out a child. It could have cleaned out a children's.
What is that about?
That could have cleaned out the whole children's ward on its own. That could have sufficed about 20 kids. Honestly, I had nothing. We had nothing left. I had the cleanest colon in England by the time we were done. We were crossing in the doorway.
Has anyone got a little fact for the end of the show?
I actually jump in there because I heard a wonderful, wonderful story the other day from work that I would love to share.
Cool.
That I would love to share with you and the world. Right, so I heard the story the other day, which has led me to be in possession. Well, in recruitment that I work, there's a few things that people don't always brag about. It'll always be like the money they've earned or the money they build, or you'll brag about the kind of like people that you're working with, the CVs you've got. Well, I've ended up in the possession of the CV of our Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ. So I may have completed recruitment. So how it ended up is amazing as a story. So basically, one of the girls that I work with was working with an organisation to help her find someone in like HR or finance, and they were a religious organisation that went in there.
Right.
They said to her, "Look, we need someone that actually could do the job, but if they're like spiritual and like into it as well, it's nice to have. It's good for the mission. Yeah, so do what you can."
Yeah.
She's gone out and found said person who looked all right, but was also very religious. Spoke to her. I'm all in. The job sounds great. Yeah, send my CV over. Yeah, send it over. She's called back the person I work with the next day and said, "God has said that this is going to be a good thing to me, so I've resigned from my job already." Yeah. She's only just sent it over to the business and not heard no feedback at this point. Yeah. So she said, no. That's a terrible idea. Yeah. I don't have any feedback at this point. No. God's told me it's right for me. This is what I've been waiting for. Her 2 days later, she wasn't right for the job. There was better candidates. She was okay, but there was better candidates. Yeah. So she's then called up, the person I work with has called this lady up and said, it's a no from them. There was parts on your CV and skills on your CV that were missing that they would have liked to have seen in your experience. Yeah. She went mental and started going absolutely crazy and calling this woman all these names under the sun and how dare she do this and like
Judas
God's like
and...
yeah, Judas, yeah, like the wrath of God was coming. Anyway, simmered down and she called her back the next day or a couple of days after and said, "I forgive you for what you did, even though this girl has done absolutely nothing. I forgive you for what you did." Yeah, simmered down it, yeah, and has then said, "I realised that even Jesus written on paper would not always read perfectly. Can you do me a favour? I'm going to send you Jesus' CV. I would like you to forward this on to the client and show them that not everybody is like perfect and doesn't always read so well. Maybe they'll give me a shot." So she, in her spare time, and I mean within 48 hours, has managed to create a Jesus CV, but alongside the information there, has critiqued areas and decisions that he has made as well, and has dropped in, which has left it with some absolutely fantastic one-liners in here. So, I mean, at one point, I'll give you the main part.
So hang on. So what you're reading now is Jesus' CV.
What I hold in my hand is A, Jesus' CV, and also to B, areas of critique that she has put in there as well, of how it might be registered. So,
Right. Can you do me a favour and can you read that out on a tablet?
Stone tablet.
Funnily enough, actually, I have 10 that I'm going to read it out across. The top line here says main CEO on there, and then underneath is immigration status, refugee. Just for clarity,
Oh
Wow.
my god.
Does it say languages, Hebrew,
No, I wish it did.
good
It
skills, leadership?
It does say on there. That means he's got no legal.
Yeah.
Is that
Woodwork.
Yeah.
That means he's got no legal status to reside in the UK. Don't want to get into trouble with the border agency and paperwork involved. Yeah. So this is her critique on it. City of origin Nazareth. Can anything good come out of Nazareth? Well, that's not exactly the home counties of England. Says he was born of a virgin.
What?
Who says he was born of a virgin who talked to angels. Possible mental health issues. His father Joseph didn't want anything to do with him, but was encouraged by a dream from God that said that he should marry Mary. Conclusion: this wasn't a stable family. Here's one of my favourites. Says he's the son of God, grandiose ideas, and possible narcissistic traits.
So this is what this woman who was up for the job is writing about.
Yeah.
His Lord and Saviour.
Yeah, this is like hefty. This is a few pages long.
And she thinks his company's gonna. The best of it is, she thinks his company's gonna read this and go, "Do you know what? We'll give her a shot."
Yeah.
You mentioned
she
about
can
his
write
job.
critically about him.
His job, current job, carpenter, and no academic qualification. But he does like to debate the chief rabbi in the temple.
Oh my god.
Skills, resurrection.
Yeah, he dies on the
Although a
cross
little bit of lag.
and predicts his death. Suicidal ideation and self-harm tendencies. He even has his. I love this bit. He even has his side pierced. Is he into tattoos? Question mark.
Got his hands pierced
Yeah.
as well.
It's an important question.
His references are Peter, Thomas, Matthew, James, John, and Judas.
Oh, you put Judas on there.
I can read out Judas if you like. He portrays, for some reason, she's given an overview of Judas. Says he portrays the whole gang by running off with money, aka 30 pieces of silver, and hands it to the highest bidder.
The gang.
Jesus didn't show very good HR skills by hiring him for the job.
This cannot be serious.
Honestly, this
Oh mate, if
is
this,
the gift.
mate,
I'm telling you.
can we
I'll
can we get this woman on the pod? The woman who wrote this.
absolutely not. I have no idea who she is, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere. I wouldn't even share the internet with her.
That's so good. That's so
No,
good.
honestly,
Got his mates
That
to
is
write the
that is
references.
excellent.
Minus Judas, but let's say he doesn't know he's run off with 30 pieces of silver yet. He's basically got his mates to write references for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't give a bad one.
Yeah,
legally,
that's
can you?
basically what he's done.
Paul, can you just write look,
No,
I know I've been out of
is
work
that-
for a little while, but can
Smart.
I made you that cross the other week. Like, that's a decent skill, innit? People want that. So do you mind just writing this? I'm going to go through a couple of interviews. Do you mind just writing this on the bottom of my CV? If I put your number down, is it all right if they call you?
He had dreams of making it out of Nazareth, didn't he?
Certainly.
Into the big city.
Thank you for that, Parky. That was
Rode
great.
out on an arse.
that's so.
That was excellent, Luke.
just-
Well done.
Just in case, if anyone is looking to hire our Lord and Saviour, be in contact with me, and I'll sort out. All right. We come to an
Plug your
agreement on.
company, mate. It's not often. It's not often you have to hire the Son of God.
I mean, surely. I mean, if you can't, as a recruiter, if you can't place Jesus, what are you doing? I mean, fucking
Well,
hell.
exactly that. Well, that's it for another week, boys.
Yeah.
Parky.
Yeah. Are we passing the
that's what I was
baton?
just about to say. Parky, what are you doing?
Well, we had. Was it you before me? Didn't we, Alex? You were one
Did.
before me. I think Wilson was one before that. So I think I'm going to go Will.
I won't let you down, boys.
Mm-hmm.
I won't let you down.
Hey, William.
Good. That's what I like to hear. Well, that's it for another week, and it was for a quad of This Isn't Lives. No, This Is Lives. It was This Is Lives, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like.
For This Is
Believed
Lives.
it this week.
Yeah. So if you're still listening on Spotify while you're driving to work, why don't you take some time out of your day to check us out on YouTube? Give us a like, give us a subscribe, and maybe even help us out in the little comments.
Not while you're driving.
Well,
obviously.
you know, we don't
Live on the
condone
edge, do it while you're driving.
that. Yeah.
While you're driving
more
and operating
fun.
heavy machinery. And drunk.
And drunk, yeah. Under the influence, yeah. So yeah, do all that nice stuff, and we will see you next week.
Sorry to interrupt you, Alex, but I can say if anyone does do that whilst driving drunk with heavy machinery,
See you next week.
do you want to start again, Parky?
how delayed is your video? I was going to say, if anyone does do it whilst they're drunk driving and with heavy machinery and they decide to watch us on YouTube, is there any greater respect, is there? How much do you love the pod if you're going to do that? I'm just saying that's a great way of showing love, isn't it? Because you're not worried of being caught by the police because you've got our YouTube channel on. Right?
Yeah.
That's true.
And if you did get caught by the police, just say allegedly.
Allegedly.
Oh, allegedly.
I was driving.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Allegedly, someone saw me driving, but
I was
I
drunk.
don't think I was.
Yeah.
There's
Well-
only 4 people that listen to this. I support it fully.
No, that's it, boys. So, see you all later.
Yeah.
Bye
Have a good
now.
one, boys.
See ya.
Bye.
This isn't life!